right now, couldn't they?
Yes, they could theoretically get the Pyramid Fairy. Obviously, you have to have both of the crystals, but
Yes, they could beat Desert Palace right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have the gloves, and the boots, so it's not a thing for it to be boot locked. Yeah. Yeah. So the only thing is they can't get into Desert Palace, because they don't have the Titan's mitts, and they don't have the book.
Right. Yeah.
But
And
if they could get into it,
they could take the Maya Shed, of course. Yeah. No.
Well, yeah, they can't get to the Mire area because they don't have the mitts.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they find either the mitts or the book.
Or the Morph Ball.
Or the Morph Ball. Yeah, Morph Ball is definitely gonna crack open Super Metroid. But yeah, you can also get to yeah, because they can also get to Mire area via Super Metroid, but that entrance is in Lower Norfair,
which they
with
could
the items that they have.
If they had,
yeah,
they could theoretically get there.
Yeah, they need Morph Ball in order to do
With
much
Morph
of anything
Ball, of course,
in Super
yeah.
Metroid. Now, like I said, neither of the teams have checked Gauntlet, and that's basically the only area left in Super Metroid that they could check with what they have.
I can probably guess why, but
it's one item, and logically, it may, or I don't know.
It's a right pain to get into and out of.
Yeah, I just don't remember 100% logically what can be up there, if anything. I'm almost certain like Super Metroid suits and whatnot can't be up there, but I don't know what kind of Zelda items could be up there.
Well,
so
any of them, right?
Any of the Zelda items, maybe. I don't know what's locked out of that spot.
I believe any item they don't yet have could be up there.
Well, the Super Metroid suits can't be in.
They have both suits, so
that's true. I'm just saying in general, talking by the logic. But yeah, I don't know if any Zelda items are locked out by that location. So it's possible that it might be a value to check.
Could be there, and if it is, that will give them access to the back of Gauntlet. So
yeah, I'm not sure. Morph Ball could be there.
I think I've had Morph Ball there before, so.
You have? Okay. Fair. All right. So. That's going to give Ancient his first crystal there. But again, we see Wesker and Ancient in the same location, and it's it's just they're not gaining extra information here. So is Ancient gonna go and make the Zora play? We're gonna finally find out what's a Zora?
Looks like it. So.
Yeah, we already know what's on the ledge, and it's a whole lot of milk.
Come on, Morph Ball at Zora.
Morph Ball at Zora, that would be hilarious. And a huge advantage, I think, for Wesker and Ancient, because I don't think Leno and MST would go there anytime soon. It's just one item out of the way. You need the money for it. Like,
it's very expensive, but
yeah, it's life lessons. Nope, just a missile pack. Yeah. An expensive missile. Yeah. Actually, they're cheap if you ask the U.S. military. 500 rupees for some missiles.
500 rupees is a lot of rupees.
I suppose. I don't really know how the economy works here in Zelda, in Hyrule.
Things are pretty expensive.
I guess. I mean, 500 rupees, like it's 160 rupees for a blue potion, so like it's not too much more expensive.
I suppose it's 5 bottles. So
3. Yeah, it's 5 bottles or 3 of those blue potions, something like that. How many bombs can you get for that? Yeah, you can get 10 sets of.
Oh, died to Mafia. I
like how chat is trying to figure out the the economy here. Yeah, Mothula can certainly be a troll. Whoever designed this boss certainly hated anyone who decided to speedrun this game, especially with Fighter Sword, and no half magic.
Love the fact that Mothula won't take damage if it gets hit into spikes. That is just a well-made boss fight.
I mean, I understand why they did that, because there's so many spikes floating into the room. You don't want to have your boss take double the damage when you hit it and then hit it into spikes, but like
it should just take the damage that you dealt and just be immune to the spikes. But I guess A Link to the Past doesn't like doing 2 things at once.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think.
And MST also died to Mothula, so that's great.
Yeah, I mean, you've got spikes moving around the room. You've got the floor actually moving on you, and like, so here's Leno making that Swamp Palace play. I'm not a huge. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of this, or is he just not checked?
What did Wesker just do?
Gauntlet.
Oh. What was in Gauntlet?
I don't know. Chat, you want to tell us what was in Gauntlet? I don't think it was anything terribly important. I don't see his tracker updated with anything exciting, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just went and checked Gauntlet. Oh yeah. So definitely not the morph ball that we're seriously looking for. Yeah, he is checking this one item here in Swamp Palace. I don't know how much I like this play.
And it's compass. Definitely not a play that paid off.
Yeah, so he can go. He has the hammer. He can go a little bit further into this dungeon. But that's gonna be about it. There's gonna be one more chest I think he can check. No high jump there, Wesker, and no bombs, along with no morph ball. So you're not making it up there.
Mm-hmm.
Which is interesting because...
Unless...
Oh,
yes!
Wow! Wow! What a play! All right. So this is not in logic. This is not in logic. He can't actually pick up that reserve tank. Nope, you can't pick it up. Yeah, but this is totally not in logic. So we're gonna see what's in Bubble Mountain here.
Mothball on pedestal. I believe it.
Chat really wants to see that. Now there's no ice rod to be seen. So not to mention the fact that our runners don't have mitts, nor do they have any of the medallions. So Turtle Rock way out of logic. This is quite some use of the ice beam here. This is.
Well, that's what it's
I'm
for.
mesmerized by this.
Gonna go check Speed Booster.
Yeah, here is a Burn a Spike Cave by Ancient. Yeah, checking Speed Booster and Wave Beam, I think, are the right plays here.
And Arrow upgrade. Just rupees up there.
And it's a shield.
Yeah, not going to take.
Okay, looks like MST is farming some rupees. Perhaps he wants to make the Zora play, the King Zora play. So we're gonna see what's in Wave. So there's 2 items down here that they can check in the Wave Beam room. There's gonna be the item.
There's a fair amount of items in Bubble Mountain kind of area.
Yeah, there's gonna be the item
in the reserve tank area, which is just a piece of heart.
Yeah, they can't get to the back just yet.
Of course, this place is entirely out of logic, so...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, very...
which is not going to take.
So, interestingly enough here, actually, this opens up Lower Norfair for them. As they're going to be able to... Wesker can gravity jump into Lower Norfair, and they can get to Mire that way, which means that they can go into Desert Palace.
That was definitely a worthwhile sequence break.
Yeah, maybe. As I don't think... Yeah, because they only need to get to Golden Terrizzo in order to get to Desert Palace. Now, he wants to be really, really careful here because he's going to have to actually take the top way out of Double Chambers. Okay, he's reset, so he must have saved at the save room here, which I think is a smart play. So, will he go? Will he go to Norfair? Because Morph Ball is not required to get to the back door of Golden Terrizzo. All right, nope. He's actually saved. I see. He's saved in Business Center. Morph Ball is, or Speed Booster is going to be required to get to Ice Beam, though. All right, so he's not going to make that crazy Norfair play that I talked about, which certainly was a possibility, given that he was over Bubble Mountain.
Looks like Leno, which we completely missed. Leno found the Titan's mitts.
Yeah, he's found the Titan's mitts. So that's
which was in the left side of Swamp. Okay.
Yeah, they were in Swamp Palace. So that's actually going to be a huge play. So our runners are going to have to double dip Swamp Palace, and Ancient might in fact be making that play right now.
Does appear to be so.
Yeah. So we're gonna see a completed Desert Palace here relatively soon.
Alrighty.
Yeah, this is gonna open up Dark Death Mountain as well. Chat pointing that out. Nothing on the torch there, just the map. But they have the boots anyway, so this is 100% completable. Yeah, Hookshot and Cane in Desert Palace for the 2 items would be insane. For sure. They're going to need Cane to complete Misery Mire. Yeah. Pedestal way out of logic now, so thankfully.
What do they need for the rest of Swamp Palace?
They need Hookshot.
Right.
That's it. That is the only item they need for the rest of Swamp Palace. So finding Hookshot would certainly be big. Finding Cane would be big, because it would open up Misery Mire once they have the appropriate medallion, which we know is Quake, and as you can see, Leno has Quake. He's picked that up somewhere along the line. Most likely in his Swamp Palace play. So yeah, pedestal. You need Ice Rod, Cane, the medallion for Turtle Rock, Hook Shot. Well, you don't need Hook Shot, but pedestal is super out of logic right now.
Yeah. Pedestal Morph Ball would be a very boring seed at this point, honestly.
Yeah.
Because that'd for the past first and then SM. Then SM, rather.
Yeah. Oh, Wesker taking an untimely death there to Morphula. But here we see Leno taking on Lammo.
So, no one has thus far beaten Morphula, but I think they've basically all tried it.
Yeah, they have all tried. Morphula, definitely a big troll in... Yeah, without half magic and only fighter sword, it can be kind of rough. The big thing now is Wesker needs... Oh, that is exactly what Wesker needs. It's that giant magic refill. That was a very fortunate drop.
Gonna try Moth again.
I think it's worth it. I don't think they found the second item in Swamp Palace or Skull Woods here. So if Mothula is hiding it, then
I believe in Mothula having Morph Ball.
Yeah, that would be big. That would be really big. You don't know when. With so much open to Leno and MST right now, you don't know when they would go back to complete Skull Woods. No, according to our tracker, nobody has defeated Skull Woods. Moth Ball. that would certainly be interesting. Shout out to those guys, by the way, tracking for us today. They are doing a phenomenal job.
Yes.
Here is a peg cave check. This is nice. Leno's going to be able to complete a whole bunch of the overworld here with this. Yeah. Wesker has a almost full magic meter. If he gets all these hits on Killa, that's going to be real big. Switching over to Hammer. He has one more fire hit. Come on. Careful.
Which didn't seem to have much.
I'm sorry, say that again?
The chat's asking if they've checked Gauntlet.
Yeah, they've checked the one item of Gauntlet. Wesker and Ancient have checked that out. There's Mix for MST.
Leno doing the purple chest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these overworld items are big. Again, all about information, and the more information you can provide your teammate, the better off you're going to be. The quicker you're going to be able to complete these things. This is going to take us like 3 hours, so we're in it here for the long haul, folks.
Wesker and Ancient Gamer not yet found the myths, I suppose, or I guess Ancient just found the myths, maybe.
I don't know if he went deep enough into Skullwood or Swamp Palace there in order to pick him up. I think he actually left a little bit early, which is going to be really unfortunate if he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that opens up a ton of stuff for them.
Yeah.
Nope, he's picked them up. Our tracker has updated us, so good. Yeah, good on them. They're going to be able to open a lot of stuff. Here's an Ice Palace check we see from Leno. I like this play. It is a pendant, but there are 3 items in Ice Palace that you can go get. It's long and arduous, but
and it is the green pendant. So.
It is the green pendant. Now, I don't know how worth it it's going to be to go and kill Cold Stare. Again, this dungeon is long and arduous, but if I find the 3 items, I think I leave. I don't think I green pendant for Cold Stare, especially if I find the 3 items quickly. Sword upgrade would be nice. As our runners are still working off a fighter sword.
It'd be amazing if Sahasrara had morph.
Ice Palace required to achieve morph ball. Yeah. Yeah. So looks like Leno leaving after picking up that first chest.
Okay.
I don't know what that was, such that it was so compelling to leave, and I don't see a hook shot or anything like that. So when he paused there,
morph in Ganon's Tower is out of
not
logic.
possible.
You can't get any progression items for SM in Ganon's Tower.
Yeah, that's not possible. You could pick up something like Charge Beam there, but Charge Beam is actually not required. All right, so Leno's going to check out the Pyramid Fairy here.
Here we go.
All right, so there's Wesker taking down Mothula. So that's Woods, and I believe he picked up a medallion there. Yeah, the bomb of frustration for Wesker. Mothula, not cool.
Well, that was required, so at least he's made progress.
We'll see. Oh, he picked up the big key. Okay.
So, right. Mothball in big chest. Here we go.
Mothball in the Skullwoods big chest. There you go. It doesn't look like he's... Oh, interesting. He's going in the front side here. Going to do the bomb jump. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. From the back end, I actually might just go in the normal way, but it is a little bit slower. And the second...
It's Senkart.
A big old heart. There's a little bit of a final love from Mothula. Please remember me. Have this heart to remember me by. I could just imagine all of the curses now spitting out to Ancient. All right, is Leno going to go back into Ice Palace here? That'll continue on with his play there. Yeah, okay. I like this play. This is good. Now, I don't like this play that MST is making. But I don't see where else to go. There's 2 items here in Mire. You can totally get in here. Red Cane could be in here. So it's possible if Red Cane is in here, this dungeon is immediately completable, and then that would make this a really good play. You don't have a bottle, Leno, so you can't buy a potion. Sorry, man. No bottles means no sick kid.
Yes. No bottle. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our runners are kind of running out of places to check, so the Misery Mire play here, I think, makes 100% sense. And once again, it puts our runners in 2 different places, and that's where you want to be. You want to be in 2 different places. So you can pass your...
Can you get the screw attack item from the back door into Lower Norfair?
Yes, if you can get there. Actually, yeah, they would.
Can they get them now?
Oh, yes. If they went to Mire and they went into Metroid, they could go get that. They have screw attack, and screw attack will break those blocks. And that's what I was talking about with the Wesker. He was in Bubble Mountain. He could go down with a gravity jump into Lower Norfair and actually get there. He would have to green gate glitch to get back there. But he would have been able to get to that area and then get to the item as well as the Misery Mire area. So yeah, totally would have been doable. It could be Morph Ball over there. Just saying.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting thing. Golden Threeso item is Morph Ball.
Of course, Morph Ball could like 100% be. Yeah, see, that's where that Bloomerang would have been really handy.
Yep.
And you missed the pot, which is very unfortunate because he's gonna have like very little magic. Everybody has flippers. It's not on our tracker, but everybody has flippers. They picked that up much earlier. Yeah, he's gonna have to do a bunch of mirroring. The Bloomerang is the blue Boomerang. Leno earlier opted to skip that in, I think, Brinstar. And if he had that, he would have been able to use the Boomerang to pick up that full magic refill as it was over the pit. So Wesker's going to come in here and pick up his mitts out of Swamp Palace. I like this. Yeah, Flippy Floppies, you are on a boat. Look at you. I'm here at Kinko, straight flipping copies. So we're gonna get that moth check here by from Leno. He's gonna get the Heart of Frustration, as Mothula has trolled all of our runners today.
Mothula is the worst boss in the game. Oh. Oh.
Probably.
Sorry.
In Zelda, yeah. Probably. See how gross that is? There's so much randomness in Mothula, and it's just... Ugh. There is a plain old missile for MST. 1 item down, 50% chance that he finds the red cane here. Is gone, or half of his chance of finding the red cane is gone. We'll see. All right. Here's a plain old big key check for MST. Meanwhile, Wesker and Ancient seem to just be kind of cleaning some things up. Looks like Wesker's going to be doing the rest of Death Mountain, which is nice. Oh, never mind. Oh! Morph Ball in Mire. That's what they've been waiting for. That I think MST is going to immediately go to Super Metroid now. He's going to be right there in Lower Norfair. No, the evil morph spot is Mimic Cave, but yeah, that's huge. That's really, really big. Yeah, careful there. That door leads back to Zelda, MST. I do. That Mire play was really good. I apologize. It was a huge Mire play. So, I mean, finding Morph Ball is opens up. It cracks open Super Metroid. They're going to be able to complete that now. Just about everything. They have Ice Beam. They can get to Bot Wound. That ice clip is, I believe, in Logic. So,
where was Morph Ball?
Morph Ball was in Big Key Chest of Misery Mire.
Oh my!
So, Wesker and Ancient are going to need to go there to get that. And you see, Leno has beelined it over for Morph Ball. So,
yep.
Yeah, it's just how important it is, because these guys are now going to be able to go and complete Super Metroid. They're still going to want a couple more E-Tanks and a little bit more ammo and or charge beam, things like that. But it opens up, having Morph Ball and their item set now opens up the entirety of the world of Super Metroid. And that's really what I'm talking about here as far as completability.
All of the major upgrades of SM would be helpful too, except maybe Spring Ball.
Well, no, Spring Ball is certainly useful. Yeah, they're gonna want. I mean, high jump's gonna make super. Speed booster is gonna make it easier. Space jump is like those kind of things are gonna make it easier. The beams, of course, are gonna make it easier. But as far as where they can go and what they can do now, everywhere is unlocked. And just as they go, they're going to find the bottle opens up Sick Kid. Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah. And so, yeah.
An hour and a quarter before first bottle.
Yeah, absolutely. The double dip is required for both Swamp and Mire. I would imagine Hookshot is somewhere in here in Super Metroid. As is that red cane. There's just gonna be somewhere.
Fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's actually the Nambo play.
Here we go.
Yeah, Wesker's making the Ice Palace play, and this is gonna be a Nambo. So what I'd like to see here is I'd like to see Wesker, having finished up Desert Palace, actually go into Mire. He does have the ability to go right back into the Dark World here. And he can pick up the medallion for Mire right outside the door. It looks like he already has it, actually. But he's not going to. Yeah, Leno did just pick up more. As MST almost assuredly told him where it was.
Yeah, definitely.
Our runners are only allowed to chat via voice, so they're not allowed. typing would not be very conducive to continually playing the game. But they are only allowed to chat in their voice Discord channel. They're not allowed to chat in the IRC channel. They're not allowed to chat in Discord. Other channels of Discord. They're not allowed to chat in their Twitch stream chats. They're not allowed to watch the restream or anything like that either. So they're siloed. Only Leno can talk to MST, and Wesker can talk to the Ancient, and vice versa. So that's it. No problem.
Oh, Speed Booster and Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah. Yeah. We see that Leno picked that up much earlier when he did that check.
But it wasn't marked on the tracker, so...
Yeah, that's true.
The tracker missed it.
Yeah, that's okay. He's been making use of it here, as we can see.
Yeah.
He's also going to use that, I think, to race through Gauntlet. So yeah, now a little bit of energy refill here.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and then he has that reserve there. He can actually just Gauntlet Spark and make his way all the way through Gauntlet to the back.
Do they have Wave Beam? When did they pick that up?
Yeah, they do have Wave Beam. I'm not sure when they picked that up. And I mean, now that they're at Super Metroid, like anything is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Morph Ball was in Misery Mire, the big key chest of Misery Mire. So until Wesker and Ancient go there and get that, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Edge is 100% here to MST and Leno.
Looks like Wesker is checking what Total Rock...
He's opening up... Yeah, he's opening up this portal, and it appears to be Bombos, thankfully. There's nothing he can do. Can't even get past the first room in Turtle Rock, so... looks like he's going to go make the first chest hookshot check in Hookshot Cave here. Hookshot could be in here, but I doubt it, and even if it was...
it's an A-tank.
Yeah, it's not going to give them all that much besides the rest of Swamp Palace and the chests in that area. So here he's going to go to Super Bunny now. These guys, they need to go and they need to go Misery Mire. That's all there is to it. There aren't that many plays left to them other than Misery Mire, so
they should figure it out soon.
Yeah, look at this MST picking up Spazer. So now they're gonna have Wave Ice Spazer as their beam combo right now. Certainly gonna make things easier until they can pick up that vaunted Plasma Beam.
And up in early supers, we have a missile.
No, Ancient has not gone to Mire. Yeah.
That's possible that they might be thinking they can't go to Maya due to not having the rod.
Yeah. That would be very unfortunate if they precluded Mire because they did not have Red Cane. But yeah, Red Cane can be in Mire logically, so.
So they're probably trying to exhaust every other option before they do so.
Yeah, it's also possible that they want to complete things that they can complete. Ancient's got to be very careful here. He can use okay, he's gonna use a bomb. He could also use the boomerang there. He is on half a heart. Oh, whoa.
Is Wesker
Plasma
going to
beam.
Croc?
So
Oh.
Leno has picked up Plasma Beam. So
Oh.
yeah, that's quite
So
yeah.
that's
Wesker's going. This
all
is
of the beams except charge.
yeah. This is not in this is not in logic. Crockemeyer.
Isn't it?
Not without Morph Ball, no. I think that Leno just picked up Space Jump in Waterway.
How did Wesker get there then?
He came in through Business Center and down.
Right. He should have been able to get there though.
He has Speed Booster, so he can get across from Speedway. But yeah,
So that should be in logic, right?
I don't know. Maybe. Could be. We'll ask Total.
Okay. Croc is grapple, isn't?
Yeah, okay, there you go. Kaku Manchoyu, thank you very much. Tournament admin extraordinaire. With the right answers.
Yep.
All right. So, Leno supering the wall there. He's going to be giving us an X-ray check here. I don't even know what that was. Yeah, this no Morph Ball Wesker ancient, and the longer it takes them to get that, the more in trouble they're going to be. Yeah, that green gate glitch there that Wesker just did is what makes Grapple Beam not in logic.
The green gate glitch is in logic though, isn't it?
No.
No?
No.
There's the magic K. That grapple.
I don't believe any of the green gate glitches in logic.
Oh.
In fact, I don't think gate glitching is in logic. He's trying to get a short charge here, so he can get across to that missile. And he got it. And it is an arrow. That is sorely disappointing. Single arrow. All right, Leno heading over to Kraid. Yeah, see. Yeah. This is super, super unfortunate. Come on, guys. To Misery Mire. To Misery Mire. So there's a little thing that you just saw Wesker turn off Speed Booster. He does not have high jump boots, so Speed Booster actually affects your jump. And when you don't have high jump boots, you actually jump lower when you have Speed Booster turned on.
I think it's something like Speed Booster increases your horizontal speed, so your vertical speed won't increase or something like that. Won't increase as much.
Yep, so in order to make it up there, he has to which kind of sucks, but.
Has to turn it back on now.
Yep. In order to get through Frog Speedway, you have to turn it back on now. That is one of the downfalls of having speed booster and not high jump boots. But they need to go to Meyer. Go to Meyer. Go to Meyer. Come on, guys. Yeah, we used to see Leno and MST being prayed down for Leno, and it looks like MST is kind of in the zone. He might be heading to wreck ship. If he is, I really like this because that means Leno can continue down into the depths of Lower Norfair and/or Meridia, and figure out what's going on there while MST goes to wreck ship. And once again, it becomes an information battle, and those guys are just going to have all of it. No longer Wesker and Ancient go without finding that morph ball. Super Metroid random, the randomizers are actually pretty much the same. The big difference, obviously, that you're going to see is items from Link to the Past can be in Super Metroid, and items from Super Metroid can be in Link to the Past. That's really, the end. Oh, go ahead.
The logic for SM does assume it assumes a little bit more from you than the Link to the Past does, but
that's
in the tournament mode, at least. In the regular mode, it's not too much.
100% accurate there. There are some things that you're kind of expected to know as far as Super Metroid is concerned, but all of our runners here come from a Super Metroid background, so that's not going to be a problem. Some of our other runners in the tournament may not, and Wesker our own Ancient Gamer is stuck. He is actually soft locked right there.
There's nothing more fun than getting soft locked in a two tile high gap.
Yep. Oh, that was really dangerous there, Wesker. But he did get the quick fall there. These guys, Plasma Beam is super nice, but they really need to go to Meyer. Is there a Meyer, guys?
And that wall jump to get to Gauntlet.
It's not fun. It's not fun. Gauntlet's not going to provide them with anything.
That is the only wall jump that is not in the simple SM logic. That is in the tournament logic.
Yeah, there's basically both of them are kind of pixel perfect as far as where you need to be, and they're pretty difficult. So I don't blame the designers for taking them out. Single arrow for Leno, not wanting that. Yeah, here's the wreck ship play that I was talking about earlier. MST is up in the wreck ship, while Leno is all the way down in Norfair. MST going for a speedball there, trying to get a blue suit of Echoes, and then keep that into Morph Ball to destroy the block rather than bomb it out. A really neat trick, but really tough to pull off. So yeah, he's going to be able to clear out all of the wreck ship and tell Leno if things while up here. Meanwhile, Leno clears out Norfair again. All about information.
That it is.
Yeah, Wesker and Ancient are still floundering for that. And they're not going to make any progress until they go iron and get it. We know that there's just nothing to be had. This could be it. This could be no. Oh man, tugging on my heartstrings here. I thought this was the play. Nope. Nope. He trolled us all and went into Super Metroid. And then realized he can't get anything in there. So thankfully left. Come on, Meyer. Meyer. Go to Meyer. No! No! Oh. The save and quit. He got us all. I don't think they know that they can go into my game. This is tragic. It is absolutely tragic. Meanwhile, there's Fantoon down for Leno. That's one
Fantoon
boss
for MST, you mean?
Yeah. I'm sorry, you're right. MST. One boss apiece in Super Metroid, but I mean, all suits, plasma beam, ice wave. Only thing they're missing is charge beam. Look at the ammo counts. They're insane. Like, these guys are going to be able to clean this up.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, that is a really tight morph ball jump into the there that MSG is going for. Yeah, and Leno continuing down to lower Bear. This is it. ₹50. Enjoy. Yeah, that's also possible. They might believe that they need hookshot to get into Misery Mire. Either way, whatever they believe they need to get it, they're not going to find it. While Leno and MST have not yet found a hookshot, I feel it's inevitable that we find it in Super Metroid. So I like this. Leno is going the front door to Golden Terrizzo. So he's going to check that one item. I've seen that where that's boots and Super Trolley. It's been something required. And it just leads to something else. Oh, silver arrows.
That's definitely required.
No, it's not required. As silverless Ganon is a thing, but wow,
and half magic.
That's
Link to the Past.
That's insane. Yeah.
Combat wise, just solved.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, whenever they do find the bow,
mail, the bow.
Well, they do have a blue mail. They picked up blue mail somewhere away.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, whenever they pick up the bow, they're gonna have silver arrows. That means, all kinds of remaining balls. Vitreous, super easy. Armos Knights, ridiculously easy. Almost trivial. And Helmasaur King, you can hit him with a silver arrow once you knock his helmet off. Like, just all that kind of stuff is. Ganon also becomes so much easier. Just like, yeah, and then half magic, like a cold stare is not needed, but like I don't even know, what do they have left? Just
yes. When you beat one of the games, you just get placed outside until you beat the other game, and you can still explore the game that you've beaten.
Yes. Yeah, for Zelda, if you beat Zelda, you're going to be placed back on the mid. And then you just run back to Super Metroid.
And if you beat Metroid first, then the escape will stop once you get to
the ship.
What is it? The
ship?
No, it's before the ship. The
Oh, is it?
Parlor.
Oh, okay.
Or the fall room. One of them. It stops in one of them. Yeah, the climb.
All right, there is a thieves' town for Ancient Gamer, but we see wreck ship being cleared out here by MST, and Lower Norfair being cleared out by Leno, and this is Runaway at this point in time. Yeah, they are still all on Fighter Sword. No swords to be had in this seed. Very stingy in that regard. They're going to want at least Master Sword to damage Ganon. So a second sword is required. But I imagine they're going to find that somewhere along the line. Not only that, but they're probably going to find 2 swords just so they have tempered somewhere. All right, Wesker and Ancient still continuing to check and finish up things that they haven't finished up already. Meanwhile, Leno and MST just running away with it. Yeah, they're going to want 2 swords. Swords could be in Ganon's Tower. That's true. So we'll see.
3 swords in Ganon's Tower. Calling it now.
3 swords in Ganon's Tower. If they are all 3 in Ganon's Tower, I don't think we're going to see all 3 of them. Unless we see all 3 of them before the big key. But yeah, so Golden Sword and Silver Arrows makes Ganon just trivial. It's absolutely trivial, so... A sword at Shack Tool. That's interesting. No grapple beam. So I don't go. Shack Tool is not in logic, as the ice clip to Shack Tool, while doable right now, is not in logic. Three swords in GT is in logic, yes. They only need a Master Sword for Ganon.
So they could find Master Sword in Tower.
That's correct. Yeah, Master Sword is not required for any of the bosses. If Aghanim 1 is required, then a couple of different things are a possibility. You could find the Magic Cape, Sword and Magic Cape, and Master Sword. But Aghanim 1 was not required the seed, so. All right, here is a Misery Mire for Ancient Gamer. Come on. Get that Morph Ball. Oh, they're both going into Misery Mire. They're going to find Morph Ball, and they're going to be really sad. Really, really sad.
You would have to be able to get the Gilded Sword before Ganon.
You...
Just out of the fact that...
Yeah, all the swords
will be... items in the game.
Yeah, all the swords will be before Ganon. Ganon doesn't
whether
work for
they'll
anyone.
actually find him or not is the question.
They're gonna have to find Master Sword. Otherwise, they can't actually damage. Fighter Sword can't damage Ganon. But Master Sword spins can. So they are going to need at least that. So if they don't find it along their way, they're actually going to have to seek it out. But I can't imagine them not finding it with so much checking they're going to be doing in Super Metroid.
And they've got 3 chances to find it, so sure it won't be too hard.
Well, there's so much checking left to be done in Super Metroid, and so much to be done left in A Link to the Past. So it's, I mean, it's really, really unlikely that they wouldn't find a sword by the time they completed Ganon's Tower. And they only need 1, and there are 3 left to be found. So. Yeah, I have to say, MST 100%. I eat my words from earlier. MST made the right play. Going into Misery Mire to get that more.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think that the delay that Wesker and Ancient took to get to Misery Mire here, the Misery Mire play, I think shows a little bit of their inexperience with A Link to the Past. Because that was definitely a play to have made earlier, even if it ended up being fruitless. Yeah, Leno and MST are gonna, they're crushing Super Metroid at this point in time. They're gonna meet up kind of at Dragon, and then from there MST is gonna go kill Kraden. Leno is gonna go up to the wreck ship to kill Phantoon.
I'm not sure what Wesker's planning to do right now. I guess go into the Maya shed. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna take him back to Super Metroid, and
where they can get that 1 item.
Yeah, without Morph Ball. Okay, he's gonna get half magic. That is not gonna help him, though. He can't actually set. Oh, okay.
Do they not know where the big key chest is in Maya?
I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, these are desperate plays.
Yeah.
All right, and the problem here is it saves when you go across games. So Wesker is actually going to be taken back to the ship.
Thankfully, he can just head through the criteria portal to get back to.
He can't. Yeah, he can get back to Zelda quickly, but
where he can then flute over to Maya.
Yeah,
so and then go. It's not that bad.
Go into Maya. Yeah, here's a speed booster check for Leno. We know from earlier that this is nothing. They don't know that yet. As he continues to clean out Norfair while MST is going into Meridia again, in different places at different time or at the same time, so they can pass this information to each other. It's just going to make the areas that much faster for them to check.
You know what would be incredible? 3 swords at Laser Bridge.
3 swords at Laser Bridge. Well, no longer possible as there's a Master Sword there in Meridia. You see, one of them, one of the swords is at Watering Hole. So, Yeah, that's kind of the inevitability that I was talking about. They're going to find them as they continue to check for things. They still need Hookshot. They still need Cane of Samaria.
Yeah, I would love to hear their voice chat when they find the mothball.
I don't think so. I think it would be very NSF's not safe to stream. Those guys are going to be cursing. I think a sailor would bluff.
Definitely.
So
they definitely would, but it'd be very funny.
I suppose. But yeah, they're going to be very, very upset. So Ancient, only a few rooms away from his wall. Please, please, please. Keep going. What could be at the pedestal? It can't be Bo. I don't know. It could be a hook shot. Could be a pedestal, which would be awful. So that's not required by Ice Palace, Turtle Rock, or Eastern. Charge Beam could be a pedestal, but that's not required. You can just pick up enough super missiles and missiles to defeat Mother Brain. Oh. There it is! Ancient Gamer has picked up his Morph Ball. And
saves and quits.
Saved and quit. And Wesker's gonna go in and pick up his Morph Ball too.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as things, Cane of Samaria cannot be at a pedestal because Turtle Rock requires it. Neither can the bow because Paths of Darkness requires it. So as far as things that they are going to need, it would only be the hook shot, and it is unlikely given how much there's left in the game. But you never know. You never know. Yeah, hookshot not required on any of those.
MST going to the Dragon.
Yeah, there are some chests that are unavailable or that are out of logic in the palace without the hookshot, but that it is still completable without the hookshot. So there it is, Morph Ball for Ancient, and here Wesker is only a room. But the damage is unfortunately done at this point in time. Yeah. If there are certain things that would make Ice Palace require a hook shot. But there it is. It's in Criteria Supers, so nothing important can be on pedestal. And I mean, a hookshot being where it is really nice. It's something that neither Leno or MST have, but I feel like it's one of those things. It's only a matter of time before they go there and check that out. So like it's an advantage that Wesker have for the moment. But you know, MST and Leno have so much of Super Metroid already scoped out that they're still way behind. That Morph Ball really trolled them.
Definitely did.
Yeah. Absolutely. Leno and MST are miles ahead here because of the location. That's the danger of the Super Metroid Link to the Past combo randomizer.
Yep. The Morph Ball, the most important location in the game, and there's only one of them, so it could be anywhere.
Yeah, so much of A Link to the Past can be opened up so easily, but very little of Super Metroid can be opened up without that Morph Ball. So you really have a lot of checking to do in A Link to the Past until you find that Morph Ball. So there are a couple places it could be in Super Metroid, but for the most part, early game is going to be a lot past. And I think that's what bit Wesker and Ancient. Yeah, Morph Ball's a big gatekeeper. We'll see that as this tournament goes on and progresses.
Certainly will. There's Charge Beam.
Yeah, Charge Beam in the sand pit there. This is the right sand pit. Yeah, that's at this point in time, that's lights out for Super Metroid. I can't think of anything else that they would want to.
Is there anything they still need before Go Mode?
In Super Metroid? No. No. A Charge Beam locks it up. A Link to the Past, absolutely. They need
they need
the letter D, in addition to the hook shot. So we know where the hook shot is because Wesker and Ancient have found it, but Leno and MST have not found it yet. But again,
what do they need the hook shot for?
Swamp Palace.
Right.
In addition to that, they're going to need the hook shot to get around in Ganon's Tower, unless they want to hover suddenly. They're really good at hovering.
It is possible for... Oh, wait. No, you need it for the lighter parts. Okay.
Yeah. In addition to that, there's one more item that they're going to... And that is the Cane of... they're going to need that for Misery Mire as well as the right side of Ganon's Tower basement, if that is required. So
I'm very unfamiliar with the late game Link to the Past dungeon, so
that's okay. So 3 items left here in Link to the Past, as Turtle Rock is looking less and less required. But if they do need to take
any of those items could be in Turtle Rock.
That's correct. Any of those items, except for the Cane of Samaria, be within Turtle. The Cane of Samaria cannot be in Turtle Rock, as it is required to get into Turtle. But the bow or the hook shot could be in there. Bow could be in there, but we know the hook shot is in Super Metroid already. I'm thinking actually that one of those 2 items lower Norfair, but we haven't seen anybody go there. Oh, actually, no, never mind. Leno has, so never mind. Here is an ice clip. Leno, he's going to be attempting this. He's set up. This is frame perfect. You need to freeze this Puyo on the correct frame, and then you're going to be able to clip through. And he gets it. Very nice. There. It is not simple to set that up by any means. Also, this is yeah, we just saw a great stand-up glitch. This is not in logic. Jack Tool is in logic with grapple. Season, please. Yeah. Well, logically you do. To get up the other side of the pants room, there is another sword for MST. Boy, Spring Ball is really nice.
How did Leno get in there then?
The ice clip.
Right.
Yeah, the ice clip is a way to get in there. It is not in logic. All right, and it's just a pack of super missiles. He does not really care about that. There is the tempered master sword for MST in the sand pits. So sand pits have been actually really big. Meridia is been kind of a big deal there. We found 2 swords, plus Charge Beam in Meridia. Yeah, that ice clip. That's something we might see. Some of the more advanced Super Metroid runners may be inclined to do that for that check there. Ancient picking up Spazer Beam.
Not that he probably wants to use it.
Well, he knows where a Plasma Beam is. If he's not probably cursing that he picked up Spazer, because when you pick up Spazer, it deactivates Plasma Beam and activates Spazer, which is kind of annoying. So you have to go into your save menu to reactivate Plasma Beam. So there's no reason to use Spazer when you have Plasma.
I mean, Spazer is a bit wider.
Maybe, but the damage output is ridiculous, yeah. and it's not wider when you have Plasma Wave.
Yeah.
So,
which it doesn't look like he has.
They all know. So yeah, his beam is purple, so he has a Wave Beam.
Okay.
Yeah. Not to mention the fact that they all know where Wave is. So he's gonna want. I'm actually surprised he's not picking up those super missiles. Especially given they don't know where Charge Beam is yet. And the more super ammo, the better. Plus, in this randomizer, the fanfare has actually been turned off. So it's kind of free to pick up items in Super Metroid. It just goes click, and then you press the button, and it's off, which is nice.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. So here's Leno going to pick up his third sword. MST going through Meridia has really paid off for their team.
It's like Wesker's going through Meridia now, though.
Yeah. He's gonna be able to give their team that information. I think you can do this with a gravity jump, but it looks like he wants to climb the scissor, or the sizer. And you can also speed boost up here, get a shine spark up the top of Mount Everest. But it looks like he's going to do the gravity jump. Mm-hmm. There is a back of gauntlet check there from Ancient Gamers. We see a pack of supers and some bombs. I think that was a bomb upgrade, but nothing terribly interesting there. So yeah, what do we have left here? These guys are MST and Leno are going to want the hook shot that's in Super Metroid here, but they've cleaned out almost everywhere and have come up kind of empty. That bow and Cane of Samari is still elusive. They do have bottles, and that's going to open up Sick Kid. Oh, bye B. But yeah. Short of that, I don't think too much else was opened up in A Link to the Past. We'll see. We'll see where they want to go. This Ice Palace play wants to finish that off. I think
seen a lot of dips into Ice Palace this.
Yeah, I think Wesker got pretty deep in Ice Palace, so I don't know how much is actually going to be in there of use.
There's the lamp for MST.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's something they didn't know about earlier, so that's a good pickup for the dark rooms. Dark rooms left to be concerned about are really the ones in Misery Mire. Swamp Palace doesn't have any dark rooms, nor does what do these guys have to do? Eastern Palace has some dark rooms, but they're relatively simple. Palace of Darkness has a bunch of dark rooms, but they've actually gone through a number of the rooms of Palace of Darkness already, so I don't think that's much of a concern for them.
Does GT have dark rooms?
What's that?
Does GT have dark rooms?
Ganis Tower does not have any dark rooms, no.
Okay.
Aghanim 1 does have dark rooms, but you would have seen the lamp much, much earlier if Aghanim 1 was required. Yeah, big hints for Aghanim 1 to be lamp, either Master Sword early, the cape, and a sword. And then, of course, you're going to quickly get locked out of stuff. So, I think we're going to be seeing Ancient making the play to wreck ship Wesker's radio. This is actually going to be a big boon for them, informationally, because they're going to find their swords, they're going to find their charge beam. Wesker and Ancient are no slouches when it comes to Super Metroid Randomizer. They are well versed in how these go. So
hopefully they can make some time up. We hope, at least.
Yeah, I think the hook shot not being found by MST and Leno is certainly something that is playing in Wesker and Ancient Gamers' favor here. So they're 100%.
Yes, and yeah, hook shot, of course. They have that advantage. So.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. As long as MS have the shot, because that makes Swamp Palace completable, and I don't believe they found all of the items in Swamp Palace just yet. So once those guys have that,
Swamp Palace could have bow or cane.
That's correct. Yeah, Swamp Palace could have the bow or the cane, and if it does have either of those items, which I would think it's more likely to have the bow than the cane, then what's going to happen is A Link to the Past is cracked wide open. Hookshot, yeah, was at the Criteria Super. Good bee. I think that's actually a gold bee. The golden bee being the superior of the two possible bees. It lasts longer, although it shines and sparkles, so it has a bit of lag. Bombos is yeah. Bombos being much later would be really nice. Our runners finding Bombos would be a big troll. They of course also need to find the Cane of Samaria, but yeah, finding the Cane of Samaria of course would make Misery Mire immediately completable. So I think we would see our runners go and do that, as opposed to dipping into Turtle Rock, which is yeah. I don't think we're going to see any of Turtle Rock here today. So that takes away anything. It takes away Pedestal being anything at all the later we go in. So not to mention the fact that our runners have found so much stuff. So I don't think Pedestal can't be anything at this point anyway. As the only thing it could have been was the hook shot. What if Cold Stare has Bombos? Then if Stare has Bombos, then Leno is going to be in no better position than he is in now. As, again, without Arcade of Samaria, you can't go into Turtle Rock, so finding Bombos is useless at this point. Pedestal could be the 4th sword. Yeah, that's true. But our runners finding Tempered Sword, they're satisfied with that. It's just going to be 12 hits to Ganon to get to the first two phases. 12 hits each.
There's Ridley for MST.
Yeah, so that's all 4 bosses for MST. And Leno has only to do Phantoon. But I think this actually makes sense for them to go in, do what they're doing. Leno is going in and clearing out more of A Link to the Past, while MST is completing up Super Metroid, because they have the information from the wreck ship. So MST has given Leno all that wreck ship information, and this gives Leno the ability to go and do something else. Once again, information. Bow is the only go mode item that could be in Turtle Rock. That's correct. Yeah, bow is not going to be required for Turtle Rock. All right. Oh, the cold stare puffs getting separated on a bit there. Half magic, fire rod, and temperance is going to make cold stare not too bad though. Plus 14 hearts.
Slightly too early on that power bomb there in MST.
Yeah. It's alright, he's got plenty of them. So there is the green pendant for Leno. That is going to open Sahasrara, the one item there.
Sahasrara with Kane into Turtle Rock to get Bow. Hoping for it right now.
Yeah, that could be certainly a trolley sequence. We're gonna see, because I think he's gonna go straight to Sahasrara. Yeah, they can't complete Turtle Rock as they don't have Ice Rod, but Ice Rod could also be in Turtle Rock. So
it's Buttersword. Okay.
All right, so a nice item, but completely useless for their for what they're after is.
So MST's probably not going to pick that up.
No, because it means going and defeating Cold Stare. No way. Like as nice as being able to take Ganon down in 6 shots is,
it's not worth doing that. Yeah.
No, the time loss to going into Ice Balance and completing it. So I see a question here. 2v2. This is 2v2. So basically, we have two teams of 2 players. Leno and MST are one. Blue. They're blue. They have a real name. As well as the red team here, Wesker and Ancient. Again, they have a real name that they refer to themselves as. I don't know what they are offhand, but that's okay. Anyway, basically, they're allowed to talk to each other in Discord chat, so they can communicate with each other, and no one else. And they have to complete both games as quickly as possible. They have to complete both Super Metroid and A Link to the Past, and they can tell each other where stuff is. But they're not allowed to talk to anybody else by any other means.
Their names are Fail Guys and Team Dillygaff.
There you go. Thank you. Fail Guys and Team Dillygaff. Fail Guys is Leno and Team Dillygaff is Wesker and Ancient. Yeah, both players have to finish in order for the team to be considered the victor.
Yes.
Averaged. No, this is a double elimination tournament. So if you lose, you fall in double the elimination bracket, and if you lose from that, you're out. So average race times don't really matter. Yeah, they could. That is the whole point. They are sharing item locations with each other. MST, Leno, what he is finding in Super Metro, and where, and vice versa. The same as the other team. Yep. There's a big 20 at Plasma Beam.
That I would also note that there is another race currently happening on Speed Gaming 3 right now of this same tournament. For anyone who might be interested in checking that out later.
Yeah, definitely stick around here.
Yeah.
Find out what's going to happen with these guys. So here's going to be the hook shot for MST Leno. So that's going to be a real nice find. And I think with that, MST is actually going to be going and completing the rest of Swamp Palace, and they're going to find out what is in there. Meanwhile, Western and Ancient, they're going to need to keep going through Super Metroid, even though the only fruit item is that hook shot. So
Leno having a much easier time with Mothula now.
Yeah, 14 hearts, golden sword, blue mail. Yeah, lot easier. So yeah, I think this makes a lot of sense here. Leno's picking off those things that he needs to do, like completing that Skull Woods. Meanwhile, checking out what's in Ice Palace, while MST cleans up the rest of Metroid and finds that hookshot. So now that MST knows where hookshot is, I think we're going to see Leno go for that hookshot while MST finishes off Swamp Palace here. No, hookshot is not necessary. Misery Mire. You can logic. You can use your boots and bonk dash into the block to get it in the beginning there. Golden Sword was at Sahasra left. Complete the green pendant in order to get so the other two sword upgrades were in Radius. One at the watering hole and the other one the sand pit. The original sword was much earlier, hours ago. I don't remember when it was. I believe it's somewhere in town. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, Sahasra. What a name.
I mean, it's definitely a fun one. Note, he's only ever appeared in this game. He's never been in any of the other Zelda.
He was in A Link Between Worlds, wasn't he?
Yeah, sure. He was in PS2.
Yeah.
Which, funny enough, it's actually called PS2 in Japan.
Yep. Kamigami no Triforce 2.
That's exactly correct.
Which I believe means Triforce of the Gods.
Yep, Triforce of the Gods. It's accurate. Yeah, the bow is there. It is in the back of Swamp. So that's the thing we've been looking for. So now they have that hook shot. They have that bow. The Red Cane is almost assuredly going to be in Palace of Darkness. So that's gonna wrap this game for MST and Leno. They have knowledge of where everything they need is approximately going to be. We said approximately because we still don't really know where that Red Cane is exactly. But it can't be in Turtle Rock. We know that for sure. It could be in Palace of Darkness. It can't be in Eastern because I think they found everything in Eastern. If not, there's one item left in Eastern, so...
There's the pirate down.
No, Kane cannot be on Vitreous because they found the two items already in Misery Missile Pack and the Morph Ball. So no items left in Misery Mire. So Vitreous is going to give you something useless.
B.
Yeah, you're going to get rupees or something from Vitreous. Map or compass. No, something no good. Not rupees. You get a key or a map or compass. Rupees is an item. So yeah. Here's MST. Yeah, he's gonna make the Palace of Darkness play, and this is almost assuredly this is gonna give him his Red Cane. Turtle Rock not required at all, and that's gonna put a wrap. It's gonna put a bow, a ribbon on what MST and Leno needed to do. They are going to be in go mode as soon as they find that cane.
Indeed.
Yeah, so Bombo's not even being around is almost better for our runners because they just, don't even have a Turtle Rock in the back of their. Swamp House boss is Argus. Arr! Great for all you pirates.
Yep.
Yeah, Turtle Rock. Yeah, not going to be required. We're not going to be seeing any of our. It's great. It's long. It's arduous, and you don't want to do it if you don't have to.
Would you say Turtle Rock or Ice Palace is the worst dungeon?
Ice Palace actually pretty simple if you have to go mode it. I would give worst dungeon to Turtle Rock there. The stuff in Turtle Rock will throw you a lot more than anything in Ice Palace. Ice Palace is long and arduous. It's one of those where if I don't have to do all of it, I don't want to. Turtle Rock, just like there's the chain chomps and all kinds of crap that's in there, just will really throw you. Laser Bridge, really annoying. And there it is. There's Red Cane.
That was the cane in the pod.
Yep. So they could have found that much earlier with a bottle. The bottle glitch could have gotten there to that Red Cane, but that's they didn't have one until they had that morph. So and now they have like 2 or 3. But yeah, that's it. That's all the information MST and Leno need. So they're going to be able to stick a fork in this very quickly. They are in no mode. Actually, I think MST is in go mode, but Leno is not quite yet. He still needs to pick up some of those items. The cane cannot be on Multhula, as they've already completed Skull Woods and picked up all the items.
No mode is where they know what they need, but
they know what to do and where to go.
But they still have a few more items to pick up before they're truly in go mode.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, they know what to do and where to go. Yeah, Wesker and Ancient still have to they still have to complete Super Metroid. There's so much that they're going to be checking in Super Metroid that the morph ball play really costs them a lot of time. Morph ball being where it was in Misery Mire, and them not making that play for a very, very long time. So yeah, we're just going to see. They've already gone through Eastern Palace, so they're just going to be going straight to Armos Knights here. Silver Arrow's going to fight ridiculous.
Doing X-ray strats on.
That boy. There's the microwave beam. I did mention if had found charge beam and plasma beam with that X-ray scope. That's what they can do, and they're going to be able to one round their bosses at this point in time.
Botwoon there.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that is Botwoon. He'll also do that for Dragon, upcoming Dragon. One round Dragon.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a really nice speedball there by Wesker. That strat just looks really pretty every time it gets executed. So MST going to his final dungeon here, besides the Tower of Hera, and that is Misery Mire. The Tower of Hera is very, very straightforward. The other thing about that is it's right before Ganon's Tower, so it's really nice routing by him here. He's got that one dungeon left to and then the goal in sight. So what we're going to see him do is we're going to see him go up to the Dark World through the Turtle Rock portal, and then he'll mirror in front of Ganon's Tower into the Tower of Hera, and then once he's done with the Tower of Hera, he'll go straight to Ganon's Tower through his mirror portal and be right in front of it. There's that microwave beam. Yeah, there's that microwave beam that we see Wesker pulling off there on Dragon, and Dragon is down. Didn't quite get it right to get the one round, but it's ridiculously easy to set up, ridiculously powerful. So what that is the plasma beam pierces enemies, and so every boss except for Ridley and Mother Brain, of course, can be pierced by the plasma beam and damaged by it. So their iframes will run out when you keep tapping, activating, turning on and off the X-ray scope, and you'll get continuous damage from the plasma beam, and it will just drain their life. It's awesome. Yes. Yeah, there is a Mother Brain tracker item.
Yes, the tracker does include Mother Brain and Ganon.
Yep, just in case they beat whichever one first. But yeah. And here it is. This Vitreous fight is going to be really, really, really ridiculous. You see Silver Arrow, one shot, all the little eyeballs, and the big eyeball is going to die to 3 of them. So, we get a little clapping going on there.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's going to take care of 6 of the 7 crystals for MST, and yeah, Leno is going to have. Actually, that's Leno's last one, so he has to go on Ganon's Tower. So yeah, and then from there, Leno's going to have to beat Phantoon and head on over to Torian, where MST can actually go Tutorian. Looks like MST wants to pick up a couple of blue potions here. I don't blame him. Those are nice safety items.
Whoa, bucko, no empty bottles.
Yeah. Oh, MST does need to kill Moth. Alright, so we're gonna see him take a dip into Skull Woods first. I'm sorry, I got confused. Thank you for keeping me honest there, chat. Yeah, Mothula at this point in time, Tempered Sword, 14 hearts, blue mail, half magic. Not gonna be anything too difficult. Plus, he just picked up 2 blue potions. Zeal's not gonna have. Yeah, Mothula's gonna go down real quick. So here, this is nice. Ancient is going through the rest of Super Metroid, while Wesker is gonna go and pick up the bow here in Swamp Palace. That's definitely an item they need to pick up. So they're gonna know then to go to Eastern Palace of Dark Red Cane, and they should actually know where all of the items that they need are. Once they finish collecting the things in Super Metroid, as they've thoroughly cleared out the Legend of Zelda already, of what they can do in Zelda anyway. But they do need that information from Super Metroid to know what Kane's going to be. Revenge of the Moth. Here it is, MS2. What do you got? I see in chat there's a question about originally in the original vanilla game, Golden Sword cannot damage Mothula because it's the same classification as the spikes that you see there floating around the room, and those can't damage Mothula. So yeah, Mothula can't be damaged by the Golden Sword in the original game. I do believe that has been patched out here in the randomizer, so Golden Sword can affect Mothula just like everything else.
Which is good, because otherwise that'd be a problem.
It'd be super awkward, yeah. I think, like, spins of the Golden Sword or something like that still work.
Right, yeah.
But in a vanilla game, you don't have the Golden Sword when you fight Mothula, typically, anyway, so... It's less of a big deal. You do go get the tempered, but there's that plasma beam taking down Crocomire for Ancient Gamer there. And he is rewarded with +5 bomb capacity.
I don't know what he was just doing.
He was actually waiting for the cutscene to finish with Crocomire. So yeah, that is faster if it is off screen.
Less lag, I suppose.
That's correct. Yeah. Yeah, you don't get any of the lag. So yeah, here's that play that I was talking about. Here to the Turtle Rock portal, and he's going to head over to Ganon's Tower and portal to the Tower of Hera, and then be right in front of Tower of Hera. So it's that time, chat. Take your guesses. How many chests is it going to be for Leno to find the big key? I see one, and that's interesting.
I'm gonna go for
Wave
10.
1. 10? You think 10? All right. We have only a few guesses here in chat. Okay, now they're starting to come in now. All right. Torch is a possibility. Tile room. So 22. All right. Nothing in the first two. There's a key on the torch, so rip the glitched anti-fairy sprite, endearingly called Bob by the Link to the Past community. Why? I don't know.
Spring ball!
There you go. A little bit late for that, but it is kind of handy. There's the big key, and means he go immediately up Ganon's Tower. He's not going to be checking anything else here. He already has silvers and golden swords, so it's very unlikely. 5? 2, 3 on the torch, 6, 7.
6.
So I think it was about 7. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, if you guessed 7, congratulations. I don't think anybody actually did, though. Oh, no. A.B. Cantonio. GG's. You guessed correctly, sir. You win that warm, fuzzy feeling. It was 6. It was 6. Alright. Well, nobody guessed. No.
If you say so.
Yeah, whatever. Three-headed monkey. You win the warm, fuzzy feeling, man. We got all the warm, fuzzy feelings. It doesn't matter. We can just give those out. Feel good. Right. Wesker does have space jump here, so that wall jump is stupidly ridiculous. But yeah, there's silver arrows for Ancient Gamer, and here's Ganon's Tower. You can guess again, folks.
I'm gonna guess that he's gonna just beeline straight to that one chest.
He's gonna pick up a couple of keys.
Oh yeah, the keys, of course, but yeah.
Yeah. You never know. Maybe he's gonna pick up, 4 or 5 chests. Yeah. Ancient and Wesker, I'm sure, are upset, mostly for that morphification. It has undoubtedly frustrated them. All right, here is a limb. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Nothing.
Yeah. So, yeah, there was Lamos 2 there. Leno. Really, really easy with the setup that they have. Yeah, we see MST is heading up Ganon's Tower now.
What are those beamos?
Yeah, they're super trolly. Yeah, especially with all the mimics. Like the beamos hit you and then you're out of position. It shifts Link. Shifts Link. And then that also moves mimics and your shot's no longer set up. So that firebar, not like in Leno there, decided to knock him off. MST looks like he's gonna go to the safety room. Up some hearts. Don't blame him. He's got Gauntlet coming up here.
And he has a bit of time too, since...
Yeah.
Or does he? No.
Ah, Leno picking up the ever map of Ganon's Tower, just in case he got lost. Yeah,
will
here's
he pick up the validation chest? Yes, he will.
Yeah, this final chest, he will pick that up. There's no reason to pick that up at this point. Some runners like to do it just for the fun of it.
But his run is now validated.
Well, we don't really call it that.
That's a little joke.
Yeah, it confuses people, so we try not to call it that. Because it has no meaning. You pick it up or don't pick it up, it doesn't matter. Sometimes runners will pick it up if they're looking for silver arrows or another sword upgrade. But there's
definitely not looking for either of those.
Yeah, no. There's a Ridley by Wesker. We see he's got that down now. MST. I mean, there's not much left here. This is a lot of execution, so you wanna get as many doubles and triples on Aghanim 2 as you possibly can. He's seriously,
and with his butter sword, he shouldn't have a hard time with Ganon.
Yeah, no. Ganon's gonna be very simple 6 shots, 6 hits each of the first 2 phases, and after that it's a constant 4 hits, and then constant 4 hits with the silver arrows. So yeah, half magic is gonna make this Ganon also very easy.
The majority of land slugs.
Oh yeah, Ganon deciding to educate us today. Checks.
That's a random phrase, isn't it?
Yes, it is a random phrase. Sometimes he talks about materials, sometimes he talks about slugs, sometimes he talks about... oh yeah, he has a bunch of different phrases, so... Get to the end and you'll find out what phrase is in your seed. I don't know what the world record is. I don't know. Yeah, low 2 hours is definitely really good time. For the most part, I'd expect these tournament races to last about somewhere 2.5 hours, 3 hours.
I feel like I have seen a sub 2, but
I'd be really impressed with a sub 2. You're talking a sub 2. You're talking an hour change.
Like it was a very particularly good seed.
Yeah, I mean, you'd need an hour in past and sub-hour in Super Metroid. I don't know. I mean, you usually don't see Link to the Past
I have seen that.
Sub-hour.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, 3 hours is a good time. That's pretty accurate. 3 hours, which is about what we're going to see here today. MST and Leno maybe a little bit ahead of that curve. Yeah, sub 2 hours is I'm not gonna say impossible, but whew, boy, you are a master of these Super Metroid, A Link to the Past randomizer combo game. Oh my goodness, MST getting some not good patterns from Aghanim 2 here. That is not where you want him to be. Alright, this looks like a better pattern for him. And he's getting a triple there.
That's true. A world record in a randomizer doesn't mean anything.
Well, I mean, it all depends on your seed. So your seed is really important.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like,
yeah,
it's based on your seed.
Yeah, for world record, you'd have to have the best possible seed, and then everybody would also have to run that best possible seed in order for it to really mean anything. Otherwise, and then it's not randomizer if everybody's running the same seed. It's more that you might as well play the vanilla game.
It's a plando.
Yeah, right, exactly. Because so. You can certainly say what's an incredibly good time, and anywhere in the low 2 hours, like 2.5 hours, is a really good time. MST being a little bit careful. They're using safety. Ganon, not a big deal. He's getting low, and Ganon hugs hurt, even with that red mail that he's got now. You see the little bats are taking 2 hearts apiece. So, yeah, incredibly unlikely. All right, here is Fantoon, Leno. Here's that microwave that I was talking about. Yeah, and he's got him. 1 round. Very nice. Meanwhile, Wesker and Ancient, they're just slogging through. They are slogging through. They do need to go to Palace of Justice to pick up that Red King. But I think with the knowledge that they have, I think they still have a couple places left in Super Metroid to check out. Because they have that Red King is in Eastern Palace. Can't be anywhere else. I'm sorry, Palace of Darkness. That's like the 4th time I've mixed them up today. Oh, don't fall off, MST. Nice double. Ooh, almost with the triple.
And that's Link to the Past beaten for both of them, so... just have to finish SM now.
Yep. And MST doesn't have any ball remaining. Super Metroid saved Mother Brain, so we're gonna see real quick Super Metroid from him. Yeah. He's gonna go to the house and then straight over to the parlor, and then straight down to Torian. So we're gonna be seeing both of those guys in Torian at the same time. Meanwhile, there's quite a bit of game left for Wesker and Ancient here. The big question is how much are they going to want to when these two guys complete? How much are they going to want to continue on, if at all? Yeah, absolutely. Coordinating is 100% what this tournament is all about. So, yeah,
definitely.
Leno and MST have definitely shown some great coordination. The fact that they've finished both games roughly the same time, they are finishing both games roughly the same time here. So, it speaks well of their abilities to go far in this tournament. I mean, not just their play skill, but well, Team Wildcard has yet to be seen. Those guys are definitely going to break it out, and they will be a force to be reckoned with. And you can see those guys battle it out a little bit later on tonight. Unless I'm reading this wrong, I don't. No anymore.
Yes, indeed. That'd be straight after the other race.
Yes. Yeah. So while we have a moment, as an Ancient Gamer is taking on Armos Knights, and we're kind of in some cutscenes for the other guys, Leno and MST. Yeah, we have Michael versus Ack and Solsky versus Pink Kitty Rose. That's going on right now in Speed Gaming 3. And at 11 p.m. Eastern Time is going to be Alucard.
Are we going to get MST doing baby skit? Nah.
Is he going to get grabbed?
He got grabbed.
Anyway, as I was saying, Alucard versus J. Wild Anaconda versus Captain Cricklepants. That's going to be on Speed Gaming 3 after the other match. So there's more of this to come. So, yeah. Be sure to go and check that out. There's a lot of really good runs. Zosty, world record holder for any percent Super Metroid. Oats and Goats, third place for Super Metroid. Andy, if you know anything about Link to the Past, Andy is
the god of Link to the Past.
Pretty much. I don't remember what world records he holds Link to the Past anymore. He's
very good at hovering.
Oh, yeah, you want to see some hovering? Watch that guy. Tournament organizer extraordinaire Kekuman Shoyu, also really good with Super Metroid. Paired up with Zosty, no less.
That's gonna be quite fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's some really good pass runners too. I mean, just watch them. Just watch all of these races. Just watch them all. You want to watch them all? Put them up on all the screens in your house so you can watch them all at once.
It's going to be a great tournament. I can already tell.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we're going to bring all the action here on Speed Gaming, so be sure to check out the schedule.
You have to win both games, and both players have to beat both games.
That's correct. Both players have to beat both games in order. Their team considered won the match. So Leno and MST both having Ganon down, and you can see they're
both on Mother Brain.
Yeah, they're wailing away at Mother Brain. Leno using the stand-up glitch to actually wail away on Mother Brain 3. This is definitely a lights out spelling Wesker and Ancient Gamer here, which is unfortunate, but and that's kind of the way that Randall rolls when you roll that die. They had a real tough time finding that more. And that cost them. That is the last item they need, though. Their Ancient Gamer picking up that Cane of Samaria is going to give them access to Misery Mire and complete that.
So I would add that a very interesting part of the crossover randomizer is that if you beat Mother Brain first, you get to have Hyper Beam for the rest of Super Metroid.
Yeah, that's for whatever rest of it you may need.
For any item collection you might have left, you can do that. So that is, of course, since these two beat Super Metroid second, they do not get to keep it.
No, they're just gonna get taken straight to the credits. We'll see whatever portion of those
MST just beginning escape while Leno ends. And unfortunately, Wesker and Ancient not in a good state right now. That late morph ball really causing a lot of trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. And we see, I mean, MST making his way through the escape now, and I mean, Ancient and Wesker still have a number of dungeons to go. Ancient has bosses left in Super Metroid, and they're a bit disparate. He's got Kraid and Ridley left to go. So those are kind of not the ones you want to have left. Phantoon much better to get to Torian, like Leno did. So yeah, we're gonna see any moment now MST hit the ship here. As Leno has finished in first place here with an official SRL time of 2 hours and 53 minutes and 22 seconds. And we see MST finishing here with an official SRL time of 2 hours and 54 minutes, 34 seconds. So that is the race for them. The match goes to Team Fail, whatever. No, I can't remember their name. Fail Guys. Team Fail Guys. Thank you.
Several runners' names in the credits.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, you can see there were a lot of people.
Leno's name in the credits.
Oh yeah, a lot of people went into happen.
And here we have their statistics. 15 minutes spent in door transitions in Super Metroid.
Yeah. So
I find these statistics very interesting and fun to see.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Wesker and Ancient both clearing a dungeon simultaneously.
Yep. So, yeah, we're gonna see here. It looks like Wesker and Ancient are still going on for a little bit here. All right. So for tonight, however, that is going to do it for us. So congratulations to Lenofis and Metroid MS taking the inaugural first race of this Super Metroid A Link to the Past randomizer 2v2 co-op, whatever you want to call it, tournament. It's been a blast. It's very exciting to see. I'm glad to see Wesker and Ancient come out for this. You know, this is awesome. They put on a great show. So if you are so inclined, be sure to follow the runners. Be sure to check out the Speed Gaming channels, all 6 of them, for all the Super Metroid Link to the Past randomizer tournament action. Yeah. So, and once again, we couldn't do this without you, the viewers. So thank you very much. And we're going to sign it off. You have anything to say here?
Not much, other than I quite enjoyed being here. So.
All right then. So thank you everyone for coming out, and we will see you next mission.